Fractions, decimals, percents. When you get questions like this, here's some strategies that can help you out. The problem says the shape below contains equivalent values. Which number is equivalent to the values in the box? So, yay! So that means this 1 and 5/100ths is equivalent to 1.05, 1 whole and 5 in the hundredths place. And then if I move the decimal over 2 spaces, whoop, whoop, that gives me 105%. And all percents are out of 100, so that would be 105/100ths. And then if I take this improper and make it into a mixed number, I get 1 and 5/100ths. So all 4 of these values are equivalent. What I have to figure out is which one down here is also equivalent to those up here. The easiest one to see is this percentage right here. So our strategy is to circle the percent, 105%, and then come down to the answers. Does that match 10.5%? Absolutely not. So we're going to cross that off. The next strategy is to box in the whole numbers. This is 1.05 and the whole number is a 1. And down here on C, the whole number is 105. Not a match, so cross that off. And in D, the whole number is a 1, but then there's a 0.5 versus the 0.05 up here. So this would be a 50 versus a 05. That is definitely out as well. So the answer must be B. Let's go make sure. 1/20. If I take 1 and 20 and increase it to be 1 whole and a fraction over 100, how does 20 get to 100? Times 5. So what's 1 times 5? 5. So that would be 1 and 5/100ths, which matches exactly right here. B is our equivalent value. All right, that's your guided practice. You are going to try to do number 2B. But first let's look at number 2A. We'll do this one together and then you'll do 2B on your own. Okay, a restaurant offered cooking classes on 24 out of the 30 days. So 24 days out of a total of 30. That's our fraction. What decimal is equivalent to the fraction of days in November that classes were offered at the restaurant? So 24 out of 30 days, but if I'm going to make that into a decimal, I need it to be either out of 10 or out of 100 for the tenths and the hundredths place. 24 and 30 can't go to 100 nicely. Let me try to make it go to 10. If I take 30, divide by 3, that gives me 10. And then 24 divided by 3, well, that gives me 8. Whoops, sorry. So that would be 8 tenths, and that is an 8 in the tenths place. Be sure to bubble nice and neat so the machine can read it. Now, if you happen to do 80 out of 100, that works as well, and you could put 80 in the hundredths place. But 0.8 is absolutely fine. Okay, you try 1B and you try this one, 2B, and if you get them correct, your teacher's going to then hand you an independent practice worksheet for you to work on your own. Thank you. Have a great day. And